Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Power Chat. I'll be starting at 12. Give you praise, give you praise. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Power Chat. Give me about two to 3 minutes. We will start at 12 noon. And thank you for being here, tuning in to the broadcast. All I wanna do is bless your name. Bless your name. All I wanna do is give you praise. I give you praise. We will be starting at 12 noon. Welcome to the Power Chat. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast on this afternoon. We will start at 12 o'clock p.m. Thank God I am saved. All I wanna do is bless your name. Bless your name. For all you got. All I wanna do is give you praise. Okay. Okay, let me do the introduction just for the ones that will watch the replay and for anyone that comes on that may be new. Basically, this is the Power Chat broadcast. I come on once a week. And what I do is I give away power, I empower. It's a power chat. I share inspiration, motivation, wisdom nuggets, insights on various topics, various concepts and principles that I get from my book, that I use out of my books, Next Level Living and Growing on Purpose. And so I take principles and concepts out of these books and I expound on them. I expound on these concepts and principles. And my prayer and my hope is that after you tune into the power chat, that you're empowered, that you've inspired. Maybe you need motivation, encouragement, whatever it is that you need for that particular week. I hope that you receive it. I hope you receive some type of wisdom, insight, encouragement, motivation, inspiration, or maybe just spiritually revived. And so hopefully you leave here um, with more than you came with. And so, with that being said, today's topic that I want to expound on, I want to talk about honor. today's topic. I want to talk about honor. And again, that's one of the principles or concepts that's in my book. I talk about it in Next Level Living. And the reason I want to talk about this particular topic, because I believe it's a quality that's greatly lacking in our culture today, in today's society. Honor. I think it's a quality that's greatly lacking. Dishonor is rampant. Is prevalent. You see dishonor everywhere. You see it on social media. You see it in families and households. You see it at church, work, school, grocery store. You just see dishonor everywhere. And it seems like people don't really value and respect one another anymore. I mean, dishonor is rampant. People don't really respect and value each other anymore. They don't respect life. They don't respect the next person's opinion, beliefs, thoughts, traditions. If they don't line up with their thinking, or if they don't line up with their beliefs or their way of doing things, it's like it's permission or consent to dishonor. And that's not so. That's not the case. I don't have to disagree with you. I don't have to agree with you to honor you. I don't have to like you to value you. I don't have to know you to respect you. It's honor. And so when a person doesn't agree sometimes with our beliefs, with our thoughts, our opinions, we see that, hey, Coach Young, we see that as an opportunity, or we see that as permission to disrespect and dishonor. And again, I don't have to agree with you to honor you. I don't have to like you to respect you. I don't have to know you to value you. And so I just want to talk about honor, because in today's culture, in society, it's greatly lacking. You don't see it. And so let me define what honor is. First, honor is to love and treat people with respect. It's to esteem. It's to deem worthy. It's to value another person, including yourself. And you have to be intentional about it, because you're not going to always want to honor someone. You're not going to always want to value and to respect that person. So you have to be intentional about it. You're not going to always feel like honoring someone, but it's not about feelings. It's about principle. It's about who you say you are. It's about what you know to be true. It's about principle. Listen to this word. There's a word in the Bible that says, if we are faithless, God remains faithful, because he cannot deny who he is. Listen to that. Listen to that word in the Bible. It says, if we are faithless, hey, Dr. Rainey, good to see you. If we are faithless, God remains faithful, because he cannot deny who he is. Listen to the principle in that. If you're faithless, if I'm dishonorable and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, it says he remains faithful, because he can't deny who he is. He's not changing who he is because of what you're doing. That's a principle in it. God said, if you're faithless, I remain faithful, because I cannot deny myself. And this is a principle that we need to abide in, that we need to walk in. Even if you don't value me, even if you don't honor yourself and you disrespect people, I will remain honorable, because I can't deny who I am. I won't deny myself. I won't deny who I am created to be. That's a principle. So even though you're not walking in honor and you're acting disrespectful, I have to remain who I am. So I will remain honorable, because I cannot deny myself. God said, I cannot deny myself, even if you're faithless. God says, I remain faithful. So just because you're disrespectful and you're not honorable, I must remain honorable, because I cannot deny myself. Does that make sense? I cannot deny who I am, because I'm not trying to be you. I'm trying to be me. It boils down to that. I'm not trying to be you. I'm trying to be me. And I'm talking about honoring, irrespective, valuing and respecting people, irrespective of their position, their rank, their title, irrespective of their social standing and their status, irrespective of their skin color or their background and their beliefs. I'm talking about honoring them irrespective of all of that, because the Bible says honor everyone. It doesn't put stipulations on it. Come on, y'all. We don't get to pick and choose. The Bible says honor everyone. As a matter of fact, the word says outdo. I love that translation. It says outdo one another in showing love. So you know how you hear people say, I'm going to outdo her. I'm going to outdo him. How about we outdo one another in showing honor and showing love? And I'm tickled because this is not a popular message. It's not popular. Dishonor is rampant right now. So how about we do what the word says? Let's outdo one another in showing love, and in showing honor. And remember that honor starts with you. You valuing and respecting who you are, valuing and respecting yourself. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's difficult and very challenging to honor people, respect people, and value people when you don't even value who you are, when you don't even respect who you created to be. It's difficult to value the next person. Do you know when you take care of yourself, you're honoring yourself? Do you know when you're not trying to always people please and do what everybody wants you to do just to feel accepted, that you're honoring yourself? Do you know when you don't allow people to mishandle you, mistreat you, and walk all over you, that you're honoring yourself? When you accept who God has created you to be, you're honoring yourself. When you remain committed to your goals, your dreams, your purpose, your vision, your aspirations, that's honoring yourself. When you finish what you started, that's honoring yourself. So honoring starts with you. And when you honor you and you honor other people, what you're basically doing is you're placing value on that life. When you honor yourself and you're honoring someone else, you're placing value on that life. It's a mark of respect. It's a mark of respect because remember, we're all made in the image of God. Even though everybody is not manifesting those traits and those characteristics, they may not be walking in that image, but he made man in the image of God. Even though everybody doesn't receive it, everybody doesn't accept God, accept Christ, they don't walk in it, they don't receive it, but we're all made in that image. So I honor you and I value you because of the human being that you are. You don't have to whether you agree with their doctrine or not, whether you agree with their beliefs or traditions or not, whether you agree with their lifestyle or not, whether you agree with their friendships or relationships or not. That doesn't matter. You respect and honor for the human beings that they are. Because I told you before, I don't have to agree with you to honor you. I don't have to like you to respect you. I don't have to know you to value you. I do it because it's who I am. I honor you because I honor myself. I value you because I value myself. I respect you because I respect myself. That's what I'm called to do. That's what you're called to do. So regardless if you agree with them or not, you agree with their doctrine or not, you agree with their beliefs or not, you agree with their lifestyle or not, you honor them for the human beings that they are, not because of what they look like, not because of what they wear, not because of their social status, not because of their bank account, not because of who they're connected to and attached to, simply because of who God has created them to be, the human being that they are. So I can hate what you do, but love who God has created you to be. I can hate what you do, but love who God has created you to be. I honor you because I honor myself. I value you because I value myself. And if you're born of God, you're born again, then you are a part of the kingdom family. That means you represent something greater than yourself. That means you represent the kingdom. So we don't have the luxury or the affordability or the privilege to pick and choose who we honor and value and respect. We don't have that. We can't afford to do that. We don't have that luxury or that privilege. If you're representing the kingdom, something greater than yourself, if you're part of the kingdom family, then you don't have the luxury or the privilege to pick and choose who you value, who you respect, and who you honor. This message is for the grown folks. This message is for maturity. We don't get to pick and choose. Think about this. How are you going to reach people and teach people and help people and influence people and impact people? Dr. Rainey, come on, impact. How are we going to impact people if we dishonor them? If we're not valuing them and we're disrespecting them, how are we going to make a difference in their lives if we don't value who they are? We're trying to make impact. So how can we do that? How can you reach people, teach people, influence people, and help people if you can't even respect people, if you can't even honor people? See, everybody wants to be valued. Everybody wants to be honored, but not everybody is willing to sow honor. Not everybody is willing to give honor. You honor whether the majority is doing it or not, because right now, today's culture it's not walking in honor. It's no honor. There's no respect. So we over here kingdom counterculture. So whether the majority is doing it or not, you still honor because it's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm not changing who I am to fit in. I'm not changing who I am to get revenge or to get payback or to get the last word. God help us. God help us. I'm not changing who I am to get payback or to get the last word or to try to get even. Honor should be your standard, whether it's the next person's standard or not. Honor should be your standard, whether it's the next person's standard or not. Because it's what you've been called to do. It's about who you are becoming. You are accountable for you, not them. It's about who you are becoming. It's about who God is shaping and molding and constructing and building you to become. It's about who you are becoming. What is your standard? I'm not talking about what they're doing. I'm not talking about what they're saying. I'm not talking about how they're walking. I'm talking about who are you becoming? What has God called you to be? What has God called you to do? What is your standard? Because you are accountable for you. This is about becoming who you are. And remember this, dishonor only delays you. Dishonor only stalls your growth and your maturity. And that in turn delays your purpose and your destiny. So there is no benefits to it. Make no mistake about it. Well, I'm going to dishonor them because they dishonor me. I'm going to disrespect them because they disrespect me. And you profit what? And you profit what? What have you just gained? Besides delay your growth, delay your maturity, besides delaying your purpose and your destiny, what have you gained from that? Because when you're dishonoring and you devalue and disrespect, it's a reflection of you. It tells more about who you are than who you're trying to get back at. It was a reflection of more of who you are than the person that you're trying to get even with. Again, it goes back to who are you? Who are you becoming? Because I'm not altering my identity for you. I'm not altering who I am for you. I'm not altering. I'm not. Remember, I told you the principle earlier where God says, even if you're faithless, He remains faithful because He cannot deny Himself. I'm not denying myself. I'm not denying who I am to come down to your level. I'm not denying who I am. I have to remain who I am. And that's a principle in the Bible. He says, I must remain faithful even if you're not faithful. He said, because I cannot deny myself. So I'm not going to deny myself, even if you're not honorable, even if you're not being respectful. I'm not coming down to that level because I cannot deny who I am. I have to remain who I am. And honor is my standard. Honor is your standard. So whether they deserve it or not, I'm still honorable. Whether you value yourself or not, I still value you. Whether you respect yourself or not, I still respect you. Why? Because it's who I am. It's because it's who I am. And I may have to love you from a distance. And I may have to honor you from a distance. Because if you continuously are operating in dishonor and disrespect and devaluing other people, I cannot share a space with you. I cannot keep company with you. I cannot be amongst you, but I still will honor you and respect you. Is it because of your actions? No, it's because of who I am, and I will not deny who I am. This is who I am, and this is who God has called me to be. This is who God has called you to be. So even if you don't respect yourself, I will respect you because I cannot deny myself. It's my standard. It's who I am. It's who God has called you to be. And I'm not changing who I am to get on your level. I'm not altering my identity to get even with you. I'm not changing my identity. I'm not changing who I am to get payback. because that's not who I am. No other human being should have that much power over you where you have to change your standard, where you have to lower your standards. Nobody should have that much power over you. Remain true to who you are. My standards are influenced by godly principles, divine truth. Your standards should be influenced by godly principles and divine truth, not influenced by the culture. My standards are not influenced by the world. Your standards should be influenced by the world and the majority and what's happening around you. Your standards should be influenced by truth, by divine truth, by the word. Remember the word in the Bible that says, don't be conformed. Don't be conformed to the patterns of this world, to the customs of this world. Don't copy the behavior and the actions and the thinking of this world, but be transformed by the renewing, the reprogramming of your mind, renewing your mind to truth so you can be transformed by it. Renewing your mind to truth so you can be transformed by it, because that's the only way you're going to be transformed, is by renewing your mind to truth so that you can operate and function in truth. That's how you renew your mind. That's how you be transformed. We're not conforming to the patterns and the customs of this world. So excuse me. So I'm not conforming to your actions and your thinking and your behavior. I'm conforming to truth. And that's the manner and the attitude that we have to walk in. That's the position. That should be your disposition. No, 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 no. I'm not conforming to your ways, your behavior, and your thinking if they're contrary to truth. But I'm conforming to truth because I want my life to be consistent with truth. I want my actions to correspond with divine disciplines and divine truth and godly standards. So my life is influenced by truth. Never lower your standards to get even or to get payback. Never lower your standards just because the next person is out of order and they're operating in dishonor. Never lower your standards. Uphold who you are. Uphold your standards no matter what. Never allow somebody to take you out of honor, to take you out of character. Uphold who you are. Uphold your standards. See, I can address you and confront you without disrespecting you. I can address you and confront you without dishonoring you. Uphold who you are. Uphold your standards. Never lower your standards because somebody else is out of order. I like to say, don't play in the dirt. I'm not getting low. I'm not getting dirty. I'm not playing in the dirt. I'm upholding my standards. I have to remain high. We're talking about living the high life. If you talking about living the high life, we're talking about living the high life, going higher and higher, from faith to faith, from glory to glory, from dimension to dimension, to level. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're on today. And that's what we're on continuously. That's the highlight. And yes, it's challenging because people will look at you as weak. People will look at you as if you don't care or you're just allowing anything. No. Once again, I said, if you operating in dishonor and disrespect, well, I have to remove myself. I have to honor you from a distance. I have to not subject myself to that atmosphere. I can't keep company with you. I can confront you and I can address it without disrespecting you, but I will not get on your level because the word says treat people the way you want to be treated. I know it's a simple word. It can be challenging to do. Treat people, listen, not treat them the way you think they should be treated. Not treat them how you think they're treating other people. Not treating them because you feel like they out of order and out of character. The word does not say that. And this is the simplest word to me in the Bible. Treat people like you want to be treated. I hear it quoted more times, but do you know this is the most difficult word to walk in? This is the most difficult word to abide in, because let's be honest about it. They disrespect me, I want to disrespect them. They dishonor me, I want to dishonor them. They don't value me, see, I don't value them. And so we don't want to treat people like we want to be treated. We want to treat people how they treat us. We want to treat people how we think they should be treated. But the word says treat them how you would like to be treated. So if your actions and your behavior is not in alignment with who I am, I got to separate myself. I have to separate myself. I'm not replicating and duplicating your actions. Disrespect you for what? And what do I profit? Please tell me, what are the rewards? I'm listening for the rewards. What is the gain? For me to get on your level and disrespect you because you disrespect me, so I have to disrespect you. And what do I profit? What does it profit me? What do I gain? Remember in the Bible where David was about to take down the big giant Goliath, and his brothers now was like, what you doing? He was like, he said, okay, what's the reward? He said, what is the reward for taking down this uncircumcised Philistine, for taking down this giant? He said, that David didn't just say, I just want to go do it. I'm going to do it because he coming after us. He said, no. What is the reward? What is the price? What will it profit me to get on your level? What would I gain to come down to your level? If I don't see no profit in it, if it ain't benefiting me nothing, and it's taken away from me, and it's delaying my maturity, it's delaying my growth, it's delaying my purpose, it's delaying my destiny, then I will not come down to your level. What does it profit me to treat you bad because of your actions? What does it profit me? So now I'm changing my identity. I'm changing who I am. I'm altering my identity. I'm altering who I'm becoming because I got to get you back. Because I got to get even with you. Because I got to get down and play in the dirt. I'm not getting dirty. Come up higher. Come up higher. And that's what you have to start doing, pulling people up to your level. And if they don't come up to your level, you may need to walk. You may need to turn on that one and keep on walking and move around. Pull them up to your level. Don't stoop down to another person's level because you're trying to get even. Because you feel like they disrespecting you, so you have to get low. Refuse to lower your standards. Refuse to lower yourself just to prove a point for the sake of being right. Come on, we got to be right, and we want the last word. We want to be right, and we want the last word. But don't lower your standards. Don't do evil for evil. The Bible says overcome evil by doing good. Yes, it's challenging. Don't do evil for evil. Never lower your standards to get even or to try to prove a point. Yes, it's challenging, but I promise you, you win in the end. Because guess what? You got to reap what you sow, just like they have to reap what they sow. I don't reap what you sow. I reap what I sow. I don't reap what you sow, I reap what I sow. So if I get down on your level, and if I come down and try to dishonor and disrespect because you're doing it, so now I got to reap what I sow. And I'm trying to sow for a greater harvest. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to do something. I'm waiting on a great harvest, so I don't have time to mix my seeds. So I'm sowing seeds and I'm mixing them because I'm sowing good seeds, and then I'm over here disrespecting, dishonoring because you're doing it. Now I'm mixing bad seeds, and I'm trying to expect a great harvest. I can't afford to do that. So while you're still disrespecting, they're going to be on that level while you're rising, you're maturing, and you're growing. You win in the end. In the moment, it doesn't feel like you're winning. In the moment, it feels like somebody got over on you. In the moment, it feels like you haven't gained anything. But I'm going to tell you, what does it profit you to get back? Besides delay your growth and your maturity, what does it? There is no rewards for it. Therefore, I wouldn't waste time with it. So continue to sow the right type of seeds so you can get the expected harvest, the harvest that you've been sowing for, the harvest that you believe in for, the harvest that you're working and building for. Continue to sow the type of seeds. Don't change your seed because of the next person. I refuse to level down because you won't come up. I can't do it. Refuse to level down because the next person won't come up. We're not going down, we're going up. We're not going backwards, we're going forward. So no, we're not descending, we ascending. We're going higher. So refuse to lower yourself because the next person won't level up, because you're waiting on a certain harvest. You're believing for a certain harvest. And remember, it's about who you are becoming. Continue to be who you are and remember what you represent, because somebody is always watching. Somebody is always watching. You're trying to teach people and help people, influence people. You're trying to make a difference in people's lives, leave a legacy and all of that. But you can't do that if you continuously dishonoring, you're disrespecting, or you're getting even and going back and forth, payback. All of that stuff is petty. It's petty, and petty don't take you higher. Petty don't take you higher. Petty keep you stuck. Petty delays your growth. Petty delays your maturity. It really does. So stay true to who you are, and that's honorable. And remember who God has called you to be. Don't deny yourself. Remember, God said, I can't deny myself. Even if you're not faithful, I got to remain faithful because I'm not denying myself. God said, I'm not changing who I am. And we got to follow that same principle, that same truth. I'm not denying myself. I'm not changing who I am because you want to get low, because you want to get out of order. I gotta remain faithful to who I am, and I am honorable. I respect and I value people in spite of, because I have to remain true to who I am and who I am becoming. And when you find a person that's always sowing dishonor and they're always giving out dishonor and disrespect, that's a person that's always getting dishonor in return. They're always, and those be the main people that's saying why they're disrespecting me, why they're dishonoring me. You need to go back and check. What did you sow? What did you sow? What seeds did you sow? And you may need to go back and check that. And if you're in company of people that's disrespectful, you may need to detach, disconnect, and exit those relationships and remove yourself from that space. But we do reap what we sow. If we're sowing it, it comes back. And we shouldn't ask the question, why is this happening? Because a lot of times it's because of what we sow. It's because of what we sow. So I hope this word blessed you today. Again, principles and concepts out of my books, TamikaFord.com. This is a grown folk word. This is a mature word, and it can be challenging to walk in. So I hope it blessed you. I hope it informed you. I hope it enlightened you. But we have to walk in honor. That's who God has called us to be. That's what we represent. And it always takes you higher. Honor never descends you. It always elevates you. It always allows you to ascend and go higher. Honor, there's always benefit in honor. There's always gain in honor. And so it never works against you. It's always working for you. It is a benefit. And so remain in honor. Have your disposition should always be honor and respecting others in spite of, because that's who you are called to be. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. May he bestow favor upon your life, and may his peace be with you. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.